Thank you for tuning in. How you doing, everybody? Thank you for tuning in and being here. You are listening to Shop Talk, and I am your host, Styles by Joni. And today I have my co-host here with me, Miss Summer.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good, good. Yes, ma'am. I just want to say, we're going to be talking about the stresses in the pandemic and mental health. And I just want to just say right off bat that we all have made history.
Right.
We have made history, and we have seen something unfold in the Capitol that was shameful, embarrassing to America. And we've seen the Capitol being breached, actually, for the first time. I've never seen anything like that. What about you?
No, I mean, honestly, someone said we're living through a lot of historic events right now, and it's really kind of crazy to watch and just to be part of.
Yes, it is. So I advise, just for me, I advise for us to sit back and just watch. It's not our fight. It really isn't our fight. And just sit back and watch and see. But also, you want to say something?
Oh, yeah, I was saying, honestly, it's just with everything going on, I feel like it's better to take care of, yourself, and your family. Try and get centered. There's too much going on to try and be a part of everything. So I agree with that.
Right. So this time, just sit back and watch, but also be on alert. Be on alert. Be cautious while you're out there, because right now, until this is over, it's the beginning of an end. You know what I mean? Like a lot of bad things are gonna happen. Hopefully, we don't lose more lives due to it. But be careful when you're out and about, because people are really angry. So just try not to be a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
This is a time for us to rise. What you think?
Yeah, I think this is a time to stick close to people who love you, stick close to what makes you feel good, what makes you feel okay. Stay informed, but also take care of yourself.
That's right. Stay educated. This is actually the first 4 years I've actually learned so much about politics. Like, so just make sure you guys educate yourselves on what's going on, so you know what's going on. Don't be unaware. Now's the time. Get your lives in order. The things that you possibly wanted to do and was working on, this is the time now to actually get it done.
Exactly.
Yeah. So on a lighter note, on a softer note, I also want to talk about my young people. I'm saying like grade school, middle school kids. I don't know what it is that's going on, but I'm just hearing so many stories of them losing their lives to their peers. And
No, I'm saying that's crazy.
yes, to their peers. I mean, these are supposed to be their friends, and they're getting caught up in situations that they're not supposed to be and losing their lives. So I just want to just say, young people, be kind to each other. Be nice. If you're going to be friends with someone, don't be so vindictive and mean towards each other. Be that friend. If you're having any kind of problems or anything, talk to your parents.
That's it's just crazy though, because like I said, we are still living in unprecedented times, and so usually you would talk about bullying, like be nice, like you're saying, be nice to your friends, but you're talking about, kids are literally killing other kids, and it's like, what is going on?
Killing other kids, and it's such a sad day. It scares me to hear the story, because I have a young teen, and the kids are so mean to one another. You don't know, what's going on in their mind, like how do you muster up the courage to kill another, peer. So I just want to say, parents, get into your children's lives and see what it is they're doing. Make better choices as far as find out what it is they want to do. Make sure, get to find out, what it is they're doing, how it is, what the situation is. Because death upon peers is really crazy.
Careful about what they're taking in when you're not around.
Right. Exactly. So what is it that you have to offer today to the people, Summer, about your mental health, and what else do you have?
It kind of goes into that same thing, because, the other day I was listening to NPR and they were talking about saying that mental health screening should be as available as, say, like checking your blood pressure. You go to CVS or Walgreens, you check your blood pressure. With COVID, the spike in mental health issues with depression, anxiety, it's been crazy. So, the CDC, we already know, has done a lot of, different surveys and things like that on the virus itself. But now they're also doing it on mental health from the virus. So it says, according to the report, it says over 40% of the people surveyed said they experienced a mental health or behavioral health condition related to the pandemic.
To the pandemic,
right. So it said about, 25% around that said they had experienced symptoms of anxiety disorder. 24% said they had symptoms of depression. And said 10% said that they had considered suicide at some point 30 days leading up to the survey. And I think it's scary, it's definitely scary to note. And I think a lot has to do with the isolation and the unknown.
And yes.
Right.
And not being social, not being able to be social.
Exactly. And there's a lot of things going on, like you just mentioned, the attack on the Capitol. There's a lot going on. People don't know, what to do. They don't. Every day in the news is something different. It's because before all that, we had the protests for the Black Lives Matter. We had and then we had
it's nonstop.
Right, killings. It was just a lot, and every day it would be something new. And on top of that, you have a worldwide pandemic. And I think people they talked about 2020 being this horrific year, and people kind of joked about it, but then they also were serious. And you really in this time have to take care of your mental health. Yes,
I agree. And have you seen or heard of people getting help, like reaching out?
Well, there's actually been another, there's been a spike in because people can't go to, like, let's say, therapists in person.
Right.
They're doing it through different services. So one of them is like Teledoc. You can just get a doctor, right? Any doctor.
Right.
Any doctor. Right. And just video conference with them. And you can do the same thing with the mental health provider through that app. So a lot of people are turning to virtual services for therapy. And I think that's amazing. And I think
it is.
Right. And it's,
but the resources are still there.
Exactly. You're staying safe. You don't have to go out and expose yourself possibly, but you're also you're getting someone to, like, take care of your mental. So right. What is that app again that they can go to? So there's Teledoc. It's Teledoc, and let's see, because I even use that. It's like, if you have, there's also telehealth, but Teledoc is like .com. If you look through it, it's basically just literally any doctor you need, even a dermatologist, right? You can even just show them, hey, like, I have this, I don't know what it is, you literally just show it. Yeah, and they have mental health providers, which I think is amazing, because a lot of times we talk about our physical health and we neglect our mental health. So
right. Yeah, because it's a lot going on and there's a lot to consume at one time. One whole year it's been destruction and just madness, and now we're just coming into a new year and it's already started again. It hasn't, there's no break in there,
I think for me personally, I'm like, not even to be negative, but I'm thinking, it's not that things are going to automatically and immediately change with a new year. You know, it's
Right.
like, yeah, it's a new calendar day, but it's the same situation.
Same situation.
Right. It's a continuation of time. It's nothing changes but the
Is that
calendar
serious?
day.
Right.
So nothing's changing but the calendar day. But of course, I think people take these years to rethink of how they're going to approach life. And I think that's
improve.
Really, right, and improve. That's what's really important. So I think people need to, you know, not to lower your expectations, but to remember, you know, we're still very much in the same time frame that we were just coming out of.
Exactly. We have not. There's no change in it, and it seems like there's no change in it. It seems like in this pandemic, it's a silent killer out here. So we just got to be vigilant in that, and just be careful as far as your, like you say, your mental. Take time and reflect for yourselves. If you're feeling a certain way or anxiety, call someone, talk to someone, call a loved one, you know, to just release it. Don't hold it in. So
build
you don't
that support system.
Anger. Right.
Build that support system around you. Maybe a few people you can talk to, call. You know, there's journaling. You can meditate. There's so many apps on just I'm trying to think of some of those apps. I'll look them up, but it's basically just meditation.
Just reach out, find your resources, Google it if you have to, because it is true. It happens where you get depressed someday and out of nowhere, because some days you just all of a sudden just feel depressed and down. That's the world that we're living in. You know what I mean? And it's a lot. You know, we have to maneuver in a world that's really not operating the same. You know what I mean?
It's not at all.
It's not operating the same way, and we have to adjust and glide through. And right now, that's what I want you guys to do. Remember, sit back. It's not our fight, what's going on right now. This is like a very scary time. Just be vigilant and watchful. Wear your mask. Wear your mask just when you're out. When you're out and about around people who you don't know or not in your family, just wear it so it protects you from, you know, possibly getting a silent killer, you know.
For those apps, real quick, Talkspace, online therapy.
Okay.
Happify, it's literally just Happify. They've got LifeSum. They've got, and the thing is, if you just Google it, it'll come up. Or if you just go to your app store, it'll come up, type in mental health, you know, and then you have My 3, which is suicide prevention, really important. So I think there's definitely a lot of resources.
Yes, very good, very good. And remember, guys, that if you do the best you can, 9 times out of 10, you have done as well or even as better as anyone else. So just try to do the best and strive to another level. Right now, we're trying to reach another level because we can. Okay? There are no less possibilities for you. So again, you are listening to Shop Talk, and Miss Summer is a photographer, right? And she, if you need any kind of photos taken or anything like that, you can reach her at SUMMER, Summer L. Tillman, TILLMAN @gmail.com, if you need any of her services. And again, you are listening to Shop Talk, and I am your host, Styles by Joni. Until next time, you guys be safe, be blessed, and definitely not stressed.